Hello everybody out there, Mike here, and welcome back everybody to another episode of Top 5 Weekly Comic Covers. I have chosen top 5 comic covers that I'll be showing that came out on May 13, 2026. Lots of interesting covers that I saw, and I was really hard to choose, but I got the 5. Without further ado, let's get into top number 5. And we're going to start off with Amazing Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral Body Count number 1. One-shot cover F Incentive Francesco Mana variant cover of this. So what I like about this cover is that you have Spider-Man on there, and it has like a realistic background with the buildings and stuff. And I like how they do that art where it almost looks real, and it looks like almost kind of like 3D, like it's coming like right out at you. And I like the action that is shown here along of who Spider-Man is going against, and I found it to be really interesting, so I wanted to put that for top number 5. Top number 4 goes to Absolute Batman number 20, the cover C variant for Fabrizio Di Tommaso, if I said it right, DC All In. And this cover actually speaks to me because you see Batman on a lamppost, and I like the detail of the rain in the background. He's holding like some kind of axe of something, and it looks like just Batman just doing his thing, like being the dark night at nighttime and just looking for something that he needs to do as Batman. And I also like the costume that he has, like the way it looks and all that. Like I don't really like haven't read Absolute Batman, and I haven't really noticed the costume change if there was, but this one actually is really just amazingly drawn, and just the detail altogether just speaks and says the character, that's Batman. Number 3 goes to Action Comics Volume 2, number 1098. This is the cover C variant, Hanen cover, DC All In, the Reign of the Superboys tie-in. And what I like about this cover is that you have the 3 steps about how he goes from Superman all the way to before he changes into Superman to Clark Kent. Like, that just brings back the whole thing of how he goes from superhero to regular and then regular to superhero. And usually I like that about these comics covers, like when it has that of from then of being a superhero until just regular, normal, everyday human. That's what I really like about this cover for that one. So I chose that for number 3. Number 2, and this was almost, I'm saying almost my number 1, but I put this as number 2. Magic and Colossus, issue number 4, the cover A regular David Nakayama. And what I like about this cover is that you have Magic, who's using the sword against Colossus, and it looks like a really heated battle of the two of them going up against each other. And I really like how it's drawn there, and just the background shown on itself, like a bluish background, and it speaks amazing, almost epic cover for my number 1 pick. But this one was number 2 for that. And yeah, just Magic, just it looks like it's almost going through Colossus's arm actually, now that I'm taking another look at it with the sword. So steel could sometimes not outbeat the sword, let's just put it that way. And my top number 1 comic book of this week, of the comic cover that I have chosen, has to go to Masters of the Universe Volume 6, number 5, cover A regular Riley Brown cover. What I love about this cover is where you have He-Man with the sword when he says, I have the power, and you have the people behind him and the villains too that are there as well. It almost looks like it could be like a movie kind of thing, but yeah, just everything all together, and the lightning that just hits the sword along with going on the title right there just speaks absolute epicness. And that right there said, okay, this is definitely number 1, and that will be going into the pool of the 2 to 4th of the comic covers that I'm going to bring back at the end of the month as it goes head to head, but not as of yet because we got 2 more weeks, and then we will see what gets comic cover of the month of May 2026. But until then, and until next time, Mike with the top 5 weekly comic covers, saying I'll see you guys next time for another episode of that, and I will see what top 5 comics I will choose for that week. So until next time, see you later, everyone.